Hello. Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xander Crofts, for those of you who don't know me. If you've been following my story at all, you know that I recently, somewhat recently, about 3 months ago, I took a leap of faith from my old life back in Cheyenne, Wyoming, over to the big city, Austin, Texas, where I'm living right now, which is about twice the population size as the whole state of Wyoming, which is where I'm from. So I come from a town of about 60,000 people. Austin, Texas is about 1 million. So wild difference, even just there alone, big city life. But the other thing too is I left behind a lot of the things that I had in Cheyenne, the whole, the entire family support system, which is the biggest thing, but also my 9-to-5 job, which was a comfortable salary, comfortable benefits. I had a whole kind of system that was it was enough to live on. I could have lived that story the rest of my life, been happily ever after, comfortably ever after, but not necessarily not happily ever after. That was the ride I left. I came down here, in short, to make a man out of a boy, to gain independence, to write my own story is really, really what I wanted. So that's why I'm here, but I wanted to make this video to kind of get back into the groove of things. I told you guys I'd be making weekly videos. That did not happen, so I'm gonna try to get back into that. But this video in particular, I wanted to give you guys an update about what exactly I have been up to over here in Austin, these 3 months or so that I've been here now. And also some of the things that I've learned, already that I'm learning that stand out as important to learn, and my progress in mastering those things. So there's gonna be those 2 sections of the video, and then we'll wrap up, and then I'll see you guys next week. But so let's start then with what Xander has been up to these past couple of months. Let's go.
Hello.
Howdy.
How you doing?
How you doing today, sir? It's a nice, well-behaved dog. Usually they're. My name is Xander. I'll be super quick. I'm just with a company called Ion Solar.
Okay.
We're putting together free reports this week for a program called Net Metering. Have you heard about net metering by chance?
No.
Yeah, so it's through the utility companies. It's designed to make it more attractive for homeowners to go solar, to make the switch, because they're required, the utility companies, all of them, are required to get something like 30% of their homes on renewable by the federal government. So they've created this program to make it more attractive. If you'd like to take a look at it, what we do is we put together a custom report that'll walk you through exactly what it would look like for you and your household specifically to take advantage of the program and to make the switch. All I would need to put together that custom report is a... Cool, so hope you enjoyed that little snippet there. That's me working my new job down here in Austin. I'm doing door-to-door for a company called Ion Solar, as you heard in the video. That's all I do right there. I do that again and again and again. Sometimes I switch up the wording a little bit. Sometimes I'll gauge how they feel, and I can speak louder or speak quieter or speak more fast or speak slower. But that's basically it. You knock, you tell them what you're there for. You go for the appointment. In my case, sometimes other door-to-door people, they actually sell on the door. But yeah, anyway, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. That's what most of my time and attention has been towards. I've also, I've visited downtown a little bit. I've visited 6th Street, and the 6th Street is a famous, very booming, very popping street here in Austin. It's not quite as populated, I guess, because of COVID right now. But there's also a street called Rainy Street, which is also very famous in Austin. I visited that a couple of times, met some friends downtown. I've made friends working here in this door-to-door job. Incredible team that we have at Ion. They're all young, motivated, just awesome, generous group of guys and girls. Incredible team, incredible culture that we have, and we're just very grateful for that. Aside from that, I also live in this new apartment. It's in North Austin. Nothing fancy. I have just the basic stuff. It's perfect for me, for just me. We have a pool, which I'm not used to. And by the way, there's pictures of my apartment on my Instagram, so if you haven't checked that out, check that out. There's some photos of my family visiting, which was really cool. But anyway, yeah, let's transition now. The goal is to share my experiences in a way, hopefully, that will enable you for whatever it is that you want to chase, whether it be, if it's door-to-door, fantastic, or if it's anything else, anything. Really, it's whatever those things are that you care about and that you want to take seriously, but you find it's very difficult for you to gain the discipline and to consistently practice the discipline to get towards them, because there's no real pressure to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's go ahead and transition over to that.
I have no idea what that is.
All right, cool. I'll be super quick because I know that I didn't realize we had another presenter, but as you guys know, I've had some recent success, and I'm gonna try not to like gush. I just want to be as clear as I can about like what has been going on. I've titled this "Success at ION" because I want to. The objective of the presentation is basically to give you guys an idea of what's changed for me, and the key word of this question, what has enabled my recent change in results, is change. Because I think, I can speak in general terms as far as what I think it takes to be a successful salesperson in general, or like in the solar industry or for ION. But what's really, I think, of interest, and the reason that I've been privileged to speak before you all, is because of the sudden sort of shift that happened, whatever it was last week. And so in order to understand that, I think it's important not to just understand the change itself, but understand who Xander was before and what then needed to happen in order for me to kind of, something to click. These are some of the things, I'm not gonna gush, I'm just gonna kind of point out, and hopefully you guys get this impression from me as well when you speak to me or you hear me speak to you. I'm an extremely positive person, like delusionally positive sometimes as much as I can be, because I love that. I'd rather live in that kind of reality even if I'm wrong. I'm patient from like tutoring and stuff like that. I'm articulate, and I'm hungry, but it's a different hunger than results, or at least it was. It was hunger for like order and understanding, and that's where all of the books come from, the notes. I have other kinds of journals. It's like I'm the kind of guy that has my spoons in the bottom of the dish rack or whatever, and then there's the knives in the middle and the forks are in the back, and that's to make it order. That's the way that my mind works. It's just a stupid little example of the kind of guy I was before, but yet I wasn't experiencing the kind of results that I wanted and that I am on the track to now, and that hopefully will continue in the future. And so you gotta ask yourself, like, what the hell is going on, right? I mean, all this potential is there, but I wasn't experiencing the results. Here's the problem. That's pretty much it. I think maybe Vince can relate to this. I'm not sure if anyone else can as well. Claudio over here, I know that he would. But for a guy like me, with all of this, this love for the order that I've brought your attention to, this is my main problem. It's not that I'm not motivated, it's not that I don't have the potential, it's that I overthink it and I don't just get out on the fucking doors and do it. And that's referring to other kinds of work as well. But again, this is another way to put the problem. Overthinking, basically, I put it into two categories. There's planning, preparing, perfecting the work. That's all of the putting together planners for like managing all of my RFPs, making sure that I have all of my appointments set and stuff like that. Studying, reading, taking notes on different types of all this stuff. And then there's the actual work itself. So there's these two poles in overthinking, just doing stuff on this side. Putting this above the actual work. And that problem pattern, again, is not just showed up in this job, but that's what's preventing me from cooking regularly, taking care of my nutrition. It's what's keeping me from going to the gym regularly, or taking like a dating life more seriously. I don't live a balanced life, and I'm trying my best to go in that direction by prioritizing the work itself. My solution, and this, again, this is what I'm aiming for, to just marry them. And how to do that, I would say the number one thing that I can tell you guys is to just put the work itself first. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. If you do relate in any way to what I've given you guys here, the whole overthinking, problem, if you've experienced that in the past, you find that it's a problem pattern, I would say keep your love. Keep the PPP, which is planning, preparing, perfecting, all the rest of it. Keep it, but just put the work first. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Xander.
Sweet. So I hope you enjoyed that video or that presentation. That was a presentation that I gave for my team over there at the ION office. I had this explosion of results after like a month-ish of a learning curve where I wasn't really getting any or many results. And then out of nowhere, I got like 4 sales in a week, and that's what happened. What you heard in that presentation, that is exactly what shifted for me. It was where I stopped worrying so damn much about getting the pitch perfect and getting the being able to handle all of the objections and knowing everything about everything when it comes to solar. you know, these are just like surface level examples in my case from door to door, but you know, I ask you, have you felt that kind of character come out when it comes to, like, you know, planning for going to the gym or planning to cook something new or learn a new language, whatever it is? If that's, you know, if you relate to that issue, like me, this overthinking issue, that absolutely, what I mentioned in that speech, is the key to getting the results that you're after. But I'm gonna bring it full circle now to wrap up the video. I'm gonna put basically the same message, but in a somewhat different way. There's two ways, my understanding of the world, my, you know, well-developed 24-year-old perspective of going about chasing our dreams. There's working hard, which is kind of what I'm afraid of, because I don't want to work aimlessly. I don't want to be busy without purpose. And then there's working smart, which I'm very fond of. And I do almost to a fault, because I do it to the sacrifice of working hard. There's working hard and there's working smart. And my friends, what I'm here to tell you today, what I've learned, you know, as regardless of how much I successfully embody this wisdom, the wisdom is nonetheless there. In order to find true grand success in anything that you care about, you have to love both. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I am very much looking forward to seeing you next week.